How you guys doing today? Good. Thanks for coming out. All right, we'll get started. First and foremost, the information that I released today will be preliminary. But based on what I've seen, I don't expect much changes, but I'll just say the information today will be preliminary. First and foremost, I'm glad a lot of the prayers were answered, that none of my 11 police officers were injured last night. In my role and all of our roles up here, that is our number one concern, that if something was happening to one of our officers. Before I get started, also, I'd just like to thank the citizens of Bloomington, our city council and mayor, for the investments and training that they've made in this police department. Last night, those investments paid off. Our officers executed what they needed to do flawlessly. I can't say enough about our training department here and the seriousness in which our police officers take our training here, and the citizens of Bloomington. We are forever grateful for the investments that you continue to make in our police department. So last night, around 10:30, our officers observed a vehicle that was driving the wrong way around the intersection of Old Shakopee and Killebrew Drive. They went to stop the vehicle. The vehicle was slow to stop. They ended up executing two pit maneuvers, and the vehicle finally came to a stop on Killebrew Drive, just adjacent to the Mall of America. Once the driver had stopped the vehicle, he was given commands to come out of the vehicle. He refused to do so. Our officers deployed pepper ball, and a few minutes after deploying pepper ball, and a continuation of his idiotic decisions, the person here, Mr. Joshua Roque, decided to open a flurry of gunfire towards our police officers. And when he did that, our officers offered a little bit of lead persuasion to get him to stop shooting at us. And after he was persuaded by the lead, he stopped shooting at us. And after that, our officers were able to render him aid. We are very fortunate today that no one is visiting the Undertaker. I have no idea why he continued or what made him decide that he was going to try to kill our police officers. Grant, do you want to put up one of the photos of the squad here? This is one of our squad cars here that was shot. And you can see here our back window shot out, the bullets in the side of the car. And while I'm saying I really appreciate our trainers, we changed some of our tactics here. And had we not changed our tactics, this would be a different story today for our Bloomington police officers. Again, this person who decided to make idiotic decisions after being given medical attention was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center, where he is receiving care for his injuries. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is investigating our officers' involvement in this incident, and the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office is investigating the actions of the suspect. And they will release more information in the coming weeks on this. We had 11 police officers out there. 5 of our officers fired their weapons. The BCA will identify these officers, but these were very seasoned, highly trained police officers with experience ranging from 5 to 24 years. Before I take any questions, I just want to say this. Again, I'm really glad that nothing happened to our police officers. But don't come to our city and think you're going to shoot at our cops. You shoot at us, we're going to shoot back. Especially if it's for no reason. This has to stop. A 21-year-old kid? What have we done to a generation? Where a 21-year-old kid, the only criminal history he has is a DWI. and you're going to unleash a barrage of bullets at our police officers from inside your vehicle? You don't get to do that. And like I said, we are very fortunate that no one is at the Undertaker this morning. So with that, I'll take any questions you may have, but understand it's still active investigation, and I may be limited in what I can answer. Yes, ma'am. We think he was drunk. Yes, ma'am. But again, that still has to be proven throughout the remaining portion of the investigation.
You said that you had changed some tactics, or it could have been a different outcome for the officers. Can you explain those tactics or what changed?
Yeah, I'm going to be very brief on that. I'm not going to get into all of our tactical changes, but essentially the way police officers have conducted felony stops has been the same way for many years. Our trainers brought a new technique that is different from that, and I'm glad they did, because that really, I believed, saved some of us from getting shot. Yes, so he was in his vehicle. Our officers were calling him out, telling him he was under arrest. He made the idiotic decision to start shooting a barrage of bullets at my cops. He shot at us first. And I want to be clear here, because I don't want to get nothing minced, in terms of who gets to shoot at each other first. You don't get to point guns at police officers. You do that, you can expect to get shot, right? So, but in this case, he shot at us first. And after some lead persuasion, he stopped shooting at us.
Do you know about how many shots the suspect and your officers fired?
You asked about how many shots they fired. I have no idea. The BCA is going to have to determine that, but it was a lot.
Chief, is this an individual you all have had previous contact with?
No, not at all. He's from Savage. He's a graduate of Owatonna High School. This is a complete random person for us, which makes it all the more disturbing to me.
Were the officers, they were outside?
Yes, ma'am.
When they deploy the pepper balls, can they get through with cartridges?
Yeah, so the pepper ball munition, it's designed to when it hits a vehicle, it goes in the air vents. So it goes in your air vents and then deploys that gas inside the vehicle. No. And two guns were recovered from his vehicle. The BCA is going to determine that throughout their investigation portion. But based on his criminal history, I'm going to assume yes. I mean, there's nothing in there that indicates that he cannot legally possess a firearm.
Does he have a criminal history?
Yes, the only criminal history that I noticed was he had a previous arrest for DWI and fleet police. I mean, this is a kid, man. I mean, I'm old, but this is a kid, right? And he tried to murder my cops and make idiotic decisions, and it's really unfortunate, but the only fortunate piece to this is, again, no one's at the Undertaker this morning.
Nobody else was in the car?
No, just him.
And about, I guess you said 11 officers?
Yes.
Okay, were they all there originally, or?
Yeah, so when the shooting took place, when he decided to try to murder my cops, 11 police officers were on the scene, and 5 of them fired their weapons.
Anybody from any other agency?
Nope, it was all Bloomington.
Did he ever say anything?
No, not to my knowledge. All right, well, thank you guys. Yep, and if you need that picture, I think we can email it to you, the squad car. So, yep, thanks.